Hobbs.
My question is, will you accept the results of your election in November?
I'm going to win the election and I will accept that result.
If you lose, will you accept that?
I'm going to win the election and I will accept that result.
Okay, so it goes on like that for quite a while. And let me answer for Kari Lake. She is going to say that it was stolen from her if she lied. I mean, that's the most obvious thing in the world, okay? Like, by the way, still a good job by the reporter to keep asking. You can't twist her arm. You can't make her come out and say it. The only thing I guess you can do is keep asking and make a moment out of it. But the reason we wanted to play this clip of Kari Lake is one, we don't talk enough about this race, and it's a race that Kari Lake looks like she has a good chance of winning. You can see in the most recent aggregate of polling that she's currently up by almost a point over Katie Hobbs. But also, while there are so many things going on in America that we have to track, and we care about the war against the trans community, we care about people's ability to determine what happens to their own bodies, and we care about a lot of different things. The backdrop of all that is we are almost certainly going to head into December with a lot more people in elected office that have no interest whatsoever in democracy. And hopefully some of them will be stopped from getting in those positions, but there are gonna be more election deniers and automatic believers in fraud, even in Republican primaries, once we get through this election. She's one of the most prominent ones. I don't know if it makes you feel any better or worse about the situation, in that this is clearly a performance she's putting on. Just a couple of years ago, she didn't like Trump, she wasn't interested in any of this. That personally to me seems worse, not better. But understand that yes, there are gonna be a lot of people that are gonna be waiting to use their newfound positions of power to help people like Donald Trump the next time he loses an election and would like to win instead. Dan, what do you think?
Yeah, let's be very clear what this is. They are deciding that we are going to just be sore losers, which is to say that if they win, they will accept the results. If they lose, which we have tested every single election, there is negligible, virtually no voter fraud, like 34 or something like that. I'm not gonna say like the exact numbers, right? But it's virtually no voter fraud every single election they do. So they're gonna say the Republican strategy is either we accept results when we win, or if we lose, we deny them. We never go, hey, you know what? We won this election, but it's very close and we feel like there was some tampering going on by even our side. So, we want a good faith recount to make sure that, we care about election integrity here. Republicans, the party of election integrity. That's what they're honestly trying to say. But in reality, they're not saying, hey, look, there's a Republican here who looks like they might have won when they shouldn't have. They're only saying that any Democrat winning is an illegitimate election. And they're going they're going far enough to say that in practice, but like many political things, it seems like a lot of society is just gonna go, okay, well, that's one side and the Democrats have another side, and they'll come in the middle and we'll have no one will be happy kind of compromise thing, this compromise dogma that we have. But no, this is it. This is what breaks the democracy. We all talk about being like in a point where we're at the end of an empire. That's the last domino. If one party decides that, okay, the only elections that are legitimate are the ones where we win, that's the dictatorship. That's it. And I'm gonna tell you, you might think that, this is a low tax dictatorship where I get to carry my gun around all the time and I get to choose from 40 different kinds of cereal in the aisles. Dictatorships are not fun for people who are not the dictators or the dictators' families. And so,
good point.
George Carlin said it. It's a big club. You ain't in it, no matter how much you think you are. So we should be worried about this.
We should. Another one we're gonna be watching like hawks on election day.
Check out the Damage Report podcast each day, wherever you get your podcasts, whether Pocket Casts or Stitcher or iTunes. You can join me as I give you the news and stories you want, with a range of co-hosts and interview guests jumping in on the fun each day. Again, that's the Damage Report, wherever you get your podcasts. And if you get them at iTunes, don't forget to rate and review. Sometimes I'll read them live on the show.